Preloaders, VI preloaders. Welcome back, guys. I'm always happy that you guys can come here and spend some time with me. Thank you for watching another video. For those of you that probably are here for the first time, my name's Robert. I'm a retired NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle lieutenant. I did a wonderful 22-year career with the NYPD. 15 of those years were spent with the elite NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle unit. The name of this channel is called Robert Simmons Paying It Forward. And on this channel, I share my knowledge, experience, and training that I received from the elite NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle unit with you guys, the motorcycle riding community. And I primarily focus on slow speed motorcycle operation. Basically, I teach you how to actually ride your motorcycle, how not to be intimidated by it anymore at slow speeds, and how to enjoy it way more. On this channel, I also do practice sessions. Usually I do that on a weekly basis here in Pooler, Georgia. If you're interested in coming out and practicing with me, check the description section. Look for where it says practice sessions. I also do private lessons. If that interests you, here's the website for it, but it's also going to be a link that you can click on in the description section. And I also do product reviews and product installations and anything that I feel is going to be relevant or beneficial to you guys. So that brings me to today's video, which is going to be an install. And it's going to be an install on Violet. Violet is my 2021 limited CVO. And just for people that have never been here before, I also have a Road King. I know you can't see it, but it's a 2019 Road King special. That's Angel. I have a 2019 Street Glide CVO. That's Valiant. 2021 Road Glide CVO. That's Blaze. But in this video, we're going to be focusing on Violet here. Now, those of you that are not new to the channel, you should already know, and if you haven't, you're going to have to go back and check out the prior videos, but the only light on this motorcycle that is still stock, meaning it's still from Harley-Davidson, is this light right here. Every other light on this motorcycle is custom dynamics, every other light. And if you guys are interested in seeing those lights, and there's a lot of them, I'll put a link up here. And I'll also put a link in the description section for every video that I did for every light on this motorcycle, every custom dynamics upgrade that I did. Now, this is a CVO, and one of the things that sets the CVO apart from the other Harley-Davidson motorcycles is it comes with all of the lights already LED. Now, of course, in my opinion, they should all come with LED, but you know, it is what it is. You want all LEDs, you have to get a CVO. However, and I've said this in previous videos, all LEDs are not created equal, because every light upgrade that I did on this motorcycle from Harley-Davidson to Custom Dynamics was always better, far surpassed it in every category, in my opinion. Okay, and based on the video, I'm sure you guys could appreciate that as well. But this was the last one, and you know, they didn't have anything available. And I actually contacted the company and they said they had something in development. And I'm glad they did, because I'm going to tell you why I'm happy as all can be that I'm changing this light finally. I'm going to tell you why I'm doing it. I'm going to tell you why I think it's important. Now, for those that know me already, they know I do like the way things look, of course. It's important to me, but I'm big on practicality and safety. And Custom Dynamics always checks all of those boxes. And I believe they did the same thing with the replacement light for this. But first, before I go any further, let me show you how this light looks. So before I even turn it on, what I will say is it doesn't look bad when it's off, right? And that's because they smoked the lens out. So at least the smoked lens on this light matches the smoked Custom Dynamics bag lights that I have on here, the sequential ones. I also have some smoke lights right here. You can barely see it. And this is a Custom Dynamics light as well, and that's also smoked. So it matches all of that. And the lights that are on the side here, those were originally Harley-Davidson lights, and I replaced those with Custom Dynamics. Now, the problem I have with the lights on the side is the same problem I have with these, and that problem is that the LEDs are spaced apart too far. And in my opinion, again, a lot of this is subjective, but in my opinion, it dates the light, right? It makes the light look older because the LEDs are so far apart. That's one thing. Let me turn it on to show you. Now there's a lot going on in the back of this motorcycle, but I just want you guys to focus on this. Of course, this was another upgrade, Custom Dynamics. And everything back here, guys, is strobing. Everything back here is strobing. Again, that's the magic strobe from Custom Dynamics. The lights on the side is strobing too. The lights in the back is strobing. It's hard for me not to focus on the other lights, but I want to focus on this. So you guys can see that, yes, I do have a function to turn, right? But I just don't like the fact that the LEDs are spaced so far apart. You put those LEDs closer together and it's going to, in my opinion, give it a more modern look, right? And I'm all about that. I'm all about the modern look. And there's your brake, right? But let me show you something else, something that really kind of annoys me a little bit. All right, guys, so this is my issue. Now I'm on the side of the motorcycle, right? And we can clearly see that light on the upper part of the tour pack right there, right? And we can clearly see these lights. These are the upgraded lights that replace the Harley-Davidson lights, and these are from Custom Dynamics. And we can clearly see this bag light right here, right? Clearly. We can even clearly see the tail light right there, right? Now, the funny thing is, when I had the Harley-Davidson tail light on there, couldn't see it too clear from here. And that's the same problem with the bag on the tour pack. Now, focus on that. That's up here. See how you can barely see it? Let's get closer. See, you could barely see that light, especially if you compare it to this light right under it, or this light down here, right? And here's why. Even if I get that close, it's barely bright. And that's because the LEDs, just like they were on the previous tail light, the LEDs face back, and that's it. So you're not really getting any light from the side, even though this thing wraps around, right? And that's one of the things I loved about this light from Custom Dynamics, because from the side, it's still nice and bright because the lights actually wrap around, right? And Custom Dynamics is solving that problem with this as well. Okay, so let me show you the product that we're going to be replacing this with. And you're going to understand that, yes, it's going to look better than this. It's going to be more modern, but also, once again, it's going to be addressing safety and practicality. All right, guys, bam, here we go. Probeam LED tour pack light bar. Guys, I'm so excited about this because I feel like I can, it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna wake up my motorcycle. Running LED light pipe with full contrast brake and turn signal. Okay, so that's always key. And just to read the features to you guys, I know you can see it, but I'm gonna read it anyway. Plug and play, which is always a good thing from Custom Dynamics. Running light pipes. Here's the one that's most important. Pipes wrap around the sides. That is huge, guys. It's huge. The more the light, the better, especially on the tour pack because it's higher up, right? So that's good. For increased safety, yes, absolutely. That's what I was telling you guys about. Full contrast brake light, full contrast turn signal, DOT and SAE compliant, of course. It comes in red or smoked. I don't have to tell you guys which one I chose. Black trim, antenna compatible, lifetime warranty. And here's the other thing, guys. That whole antenna thing, I'm gonna talk to you guys about that. But you know what, before I get into that, let's open this up. You guys know I don't open anything until I do it with you. So I haven't opened this yet. And in fact, there's still tape on this. Okay. Yes. So I'm already liking what I'm seeing, guys. And you know why if you've watched my videos of me installing Custom Dynamics lights. Here are the instructions. Beautiful color. And I'm looking at 1 through 8. I'm looking at 20 steps, but I'm pretty sure, I still have to read it, but I started to say I'm pretty sure this should be easy for me because my plan is, and what I'm happy about this is, I think that I'm not gonna have to have that antenna thing, even if it's a little piece, I'm not gonna have that on the motorcycle anymore with this. But let me just look at this to be sure. Like I said, I haven't read anything. All right, look at that, guys. Look at that. You can see without me even turning it on that you have dotted LEDs, and then you have these straight LEDs, right? And these are similar to the ones that are on the brake light. Yeah, and as you can see, guys, right here is the same as it is right here. So that's already making me happy because that's gonna look better just because of that alone. All right, and also in here I have some hardware, and there's not a lot of hardware at all, guys, so this should be nice and easy. All right, let's get into it. All right, guys, so this is extremely easy. So it says to remove the whole liner. I don't need to remove the liner because everything I'm dealing with is right here. So there's 8 screws that are holding this tour pack light on. 2 here, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then another 2 here, 7, 8. So all we have to do is remove those 8 screws, okay? And when it's time to put the other light on, I'm jumping ahead a little bit, we're only gonna reuse the OEM screws for the side of this tour pack light. These screws right here. The screws that are gonna go right here, these 4 screws are gonna be the screws that are provided by Custom Dynamics. And the screw that I'm removing here, I'm using, I believe it's a T15. That's what I'm gonna be using. And lastly, you just have to take off this, which is for the radio, which I told you I don't want this anyway. And this for a CB, which I don't need. All right, let me do that. All right, so all of the screws have been removed. The connection to the antenna wire, the antenna wire is over here, and the CB wire, they've been disconnected. So the only thing left and the only thing still holding this in is the actual connection for the power. Take that out, and then this will pull right off, okay? And that's how the inside of that looks. Okay, so here's a comparison of the 2 lights. Again, this is the Harley-Davidson light that I just took off. This is the Custom Dynamics light. And what I'll tell you guys is the Harley-Davidson light, you know, it's like a hard plastic. Custom Dynamics light, that's actually rubber. And so the screws that are going to be going in here, they're going to actually screw into the rubber. It's not actually plastic for it to screw into. And if I show you from this side, like, just look at that, guys. And this Custom Dynamics light, of course, it's no surprise. It's the same brand as the other lights that are on the motorcycle, but it's gonna tie in way better. This stood out like a sore thumb on the back of my motorcycle. Of course, it didn't when I first bought it. All right, first things first, guys. Now that I'm looking at a part of the motorcycle I've never seen before, gotta clean it. Even if it's covered up and I'll never see it again. I'll know I cleaned it. Okay, so how I like to do stuff is last thing off, first thing on. So the first thing I'm gonna do is connect the lighting wire. And I'm not gonna show it to you guys, but before I do anything else, I wanna make sure it works. Oh my God. You guys can't see it, but oh my God, it looks beautiful. All right. Anyway, so I don't have an antenna to reattach. I'm not attaching anything up here. So I'm just gonna leave these wires and all of this stuff down here like that. I'm not attaching an antenna for a CB, so I'm gonna leave that. So all I have to do now is put in the 4 screws provided by Custom Dynamics, and then on the sides, use the OEM screws, and I'm done. All right, guys, so as you can see, smoked out lens, still looks good. Oh, just beautiful. I'm telling you, there hasn't been one product from Custom Dynamics that I put on any of my motorcycles that didn't put a smile on my face when I see the end result. Just beautiful. Okay, are you ready, guys? Here we go. Ah, just look at it, guys. Take it all in. Notice how everything is matching now, right? It's symmetrical. The same the same kind of light that's right here is now right here. And it's about the straight lines, the straight line here, the straight lines here. I mean, it just, wow, it looks beautiful, right? It really looks good. Let me show you guys the signals. There's the left. I know it's a lot going on back there, guys. Please just pay attention to the tour pack light. That was the right. Now here's the left. Do some hazards. And the brake light, of course, was strobing back there as well. And like I always say, guys, the magic strobe, I know we're not doing a video on the magic strobe, but I feel remiss if I don't mention it. The magic strobe, there's actually 2 of them on here. One for the lights down here, one for the tour pack alone. And I choose pattern number 6. I'm starting to think that they like that pattern too, because every time I get one, it's already on there. And again, that's going to strobe it or flash it for a few seconds and then go solid. And I like that because, again, they do have a pattern where it just continually flashes, but everybody doesn't know what the magic strobe is. And I don't want people to not know what's going on. I want them to know I'm stopping. So the first flashes, hey, get my attention or get your attention, then solid. My brakes are on, I'm stopping. All right. So again, obviously I'm talking to you about stuff because I think it's a safety thing. Speaking of safety, now let me show you why I really love these lights. All right, guys, so just like before, I'm in the same location in my garage. The motorcycle's in the same location. Again, we can see the saddlebag light nice and clear. We can see the light that's on the side of the tour pack up here, clear. We can see the lights on the side of the lower part of the tour pack here. But now, guess what we can see? Oh, how can I forget? We can see the brake light here. We can even see a little bit, if you look closely, of the slim sequential lights on the tour pack. But now we can actually see the light on top of the tour pack. Clearly we can see it, right? And again, I cut down some of the lights in the garage, but imagine at night, there's no way you're gonna miss that, right? Now, let me do this. Let's go closer to it. And now, let me start walking towards the front of the motorcycle. Look at that, I can still see it. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, with that Harley Davidson light, there's no way, you couldn't see it at all. It was almost as if the light was off from this angle. Okay, so this is what I'm talking to you guys about. This is just outstanding, right? And look at the quality of that, guys. Oh man, that looks good. And of course, now that matches this. Ooh, and now this is symmetrical, right? Symmetrical. And that's what I like, guys. Oh, I'm a happy, happy guy. Okay, I just wanted to give you a quick comparison. Harley Davidson's tour pack light is on the left, and Custom Dynamics tour pack light is on the right. What do you guys think? Put it in the comment section. Let me know. And then right here, clearly, left picture, Harley Davidson's tour pack light, right picture, Custom Dynamics. Like I said, you can barely see that light from Harley Davidson, but you can clearly see the light from Custom Dynamics. So yes, obviously, I'm just extremely, extremely pleased with this product. It just finishes off my motorcycle. Again, yes, because of the way the lights look, because of the way they function, but also me being able to eliminate that little tiny piece of the antenna that was still over here. That was driving me crazy. because again, asymmetrical. And listen, you know, guys, at the end of the day, and again, this is just my opinion, find me a modern car that still has an external antenna. All right, this is why I say the antenna on the motorcycle dates the motorcycle. Again, that's my opinion. We have technology today where the antenna, like I did with this motorcycle, I removed that antenna and had them put it in the fairing. All right, so there's no need to have that eye-poking hazard antenna dating your motorcycle, sticking out of it. You can change it. And I'm happy that Custom Dynamics solved two problems, actually more than two problems, three problems that I was having. So again, I want to thank Custom Dynamics for providing me with this light so that I can share it with you guys. It was my absolute pleasure. It's always my pleasure to work with Custom Dynamics, to share their products with you guys and to outfit my motorcycles with them. At this point, nothing else interests me except this company. So again, Custom Dynamics, great job. Knock this out of the park. Always quality products, guys. Always great customer service, lifetime warranty, easy to install, plug and play. This literally took me 15 minutes, and that's including me reading the instructions. 15 minutes, right? I'm sure it can be done even quicker now if I had to do it again on somebody else's motorcycle, because now I know exactly what I need to do. 8 screws, take them off, disconnect the antenna for the CB, disconnect the antenna for the radio, unplug it, pull it right out. Other one, put it back in. Beautiful. All right, guys? All right, so listen, that's going to do it for me. Again, Violet's happy. I'm happy. I hope you guys are happy. Spend more time being thankful for the things that you have and less time complaining about the things that you don't. I want to give a special shout out to my brothers and sisters in blue. Please be careful out there, guys, and know that you're appreciated. Special shout out to the NYPD Highway Patrol, particularly Highway 1, because that's where I worked, and the Highway District, because that's where the motorcycle school is. That's who taught me how to ride this motorcycle the way I ride it. But as I always tell you guys, it does not end there. This is a perishable skill. You have to stay on top of it. So it's not a cliche when you hear me say, please practice, 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 preload and keep it loaded, and practice, practice, practice some more, guys, because practice breeds confidence, and a confident rider is not only a safer rider, it's a rider that's going to enjoy riding their motorcycles way more. I guarantee it. Until next time, guys.